that we're going to mix. Blue green. We did Euphorbia oblongata. Now we're going to do Pay Station green because I feel like this will be a good use of all the paint that's out from those three other colors we just mixed. Ready? However, I think this is a little limey, too limey. We need some more blue. Oh, wait. Now this, let's see. It's a little yellow, but pretty close. Let's put some of this blended yellow in from Euphorbia oblongata. No, that's pretty close. Let's put one down. Actually, yeah, that's, I like that green. Let's put a little dark in. Let's get a little darker. There's some more, there's like a dark spot here. And probably needs more blue. Let's see. Nope, still too light. Let's take a little red, maybe gray it down. There we go. Nope, still too light. So, this is reflecting a lot of things around it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get it. Let's see. Let's go all into that. I mean, that's pretty close. Pretty close. It's a little bit blue, but I think we can take some orange or this cadmium red light and knock that down. Oh, we went right into the raw umber, didn't we? Yep. Yep. There's the shaded color of Pay Station green. Now, how about this one over here? That could be a challenge. I'm going to do a bunch of white. I'm going to mix we're going to see if the gray color that I just put down here works as this. And, oh, that was kind of lucky. Let's put a little yellow in it. Yep. I mean, it doesn't look, the paper doesn't really look like the printout, but it's close. Like like this is the color on the paper, and you put it down, and it makes everything look different when it's on just a plain white paper versus the printout. But I think we got pretty close. Hang on. Pay Station green. Let's try and see what all these colors do mixed together. And we're gonna put them, hopefully, probably, on some paper. What am I looking for? I think I'm gonna need a bigger, let's move this. So I'm just using the colors that are on the palette right now. These are all the leftover colors from the last exercises we just did. And I am going to mix them all together and see what happens. So this is a nice deep lime green. If you can have a deep lime green, I have a lot of magenta there. I kind of like this color and I want to use it on something, but I might want to put a little more white into it. There we go. I think that was kind of a mistake. Let's get a little more of the underneath stuff in there. Now I like this color, but I think it's a little too much. Put some more, let's get all the red in. Yeah, there we go. Now let's try it on something. So I got that color and I got out a piece of paper I don't like. This is gross. This is a gross blue-gray. I've had it for a while, and I don't want to use it in anything. I haven't used it yet. Oh, yes. Let's cover it with this. So that's what I love about being able to paint over nasty colors. So I think this paper was Porta Potty gray at one point. And I'm not saying that porta potty gray isn't completely useful in our daily lives, but I haven't found a reason to use a whole sheet of it yet. So there's that. And you know, the blue-gray is still kind of showing up. Then I'm just gonna go and dust around in there. We're dusting now. I'm gonna get a little white and a little gray, not gray, orange, cadmium red light, and just bring it in there. Just drag it through. Okay, dragging it through. There it is. There's our new piece of paper that's a better color than before. Now we're gonna mix the rest. This color's beautiful. I just spread it on a piece of paper. Let me move that. I don't want that to get painted in ways I didn't plan for. Let's get the yellow or the white, mix it in. We're just gonna finish this stuff, okay? Maybe. That's a nice pink. That's a nice pink I could use in my artist book. I could use this pink right here. Why don't we just, well, let's put some more white in. We're gonna use up this pink. All this magenta. This paint is expensive. I don't want to waste it. Let's just try that, shall we? See what I can paint on next. So we mixed that pink out of all the leftover colors on the palette except for blue. And now, it's kind of weird, but I kind of like it with that color of the paper behind it. I'm going to paint on paper. This is that handmade stuff that doesn't take paint very well at first. But once you get enough in there, it totally does. Everything changes and it will start taking it. And it also bends great for if you're going to use it in paper mache. But I use it as one of the last few layers instead of the first few layers because why waste gorgeous handmade paper? And this is going to suck up most of that paint I made. There are some other papers I chose to cover just because I plumb don't like them. So let's just gonna paint over it, and then I can maybe reuse it. And if I don't reuse it in something, I can reuse it in something else later. This is an old, when I first started learning how to screen print, I just went for it. I put everything on. Didn't matter if the color went with the paper I was using, I put it on. I tried a lot of things, but I'm going to cover it up now. And when you cover it up, you can still see some of the print behind, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. This one, I don't actually hate this one like I thought I did, but I think it could do with some other, a lighter paint in it. Give it some more texture. And then maybe this will be good. Maybe these will be good for something. Maybe they won't. And now we're going to put the Pthalo Blue in. We're just using up. I'm not getting any more paint out. If it's gross, it's gross. Super gross. Oh, yeah, that's gross. Well, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. More white. Oh, God. Over here, more pink. This is most often how I get a pretty decent neutral. But right now, it's a gross blue. Oh my God. Maybe that's what I did with that, that blue-gray paper I started with. Now, do I want to put that on anything? Like, I know I'm not going to use this color. I just painted over this color. So I feel like I might have to break my rule and put, well, it was just an experiment. But if I want to use this paint, actually, we can turn this into a good neutral with, you guessed it, raw umber filth paint. Ooh. And can you guess the next one? I bet you could guess it. Titanium white. And this might not, oh, gross. Look at it on the brush. That's disgusting. But it might make a nice neutral. And just to be sure that it does, I think I'm going to add a little cadmium red light to warm things up. Okay, now from here on out, I will not get any paint out. Okay, I promise. No paint. Look at this. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I kind of want a yellow, but I'm not going to do it. I said I wouldn't do it. I promised myself and everyone else. So, that's actually better than the blue was. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to paint this on a paper bag. That's it. So we got that nice pink gray, and we have this nice paper bag here, because in Portland, paper bags are everywhere, except we went to the grocery store today and they had big signs on the door that said, no paper bags. They were out of bags. And it was actually pissing some people off. I could feel it. So, they would not like to see me doing this with paper bags. I think I'm going to paint, this is printed, but I think I'm going to paint on it. I kind of like when I put my scissors down. I'm totally going to lose them. I know it. I kind of like when I can paint. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. It's kind of a cementy pink gray. That could be useful. I kind of like when the words come out a little bit, enough that you can tell they were there, but you can't tell what it was before its life as paper for me. So yeah, paper bag paint. This is how I like to make my papers now. I like to use old paper bags. Because we always have them. There's so many. Paper bags, seltzer boxes, bottles, glass oil bottles, Okay, that isn't bad. It's a nice gray. That turned into a nice gray. I thought it was going to be really gross, but yeah. A bunch of paper. Let's wash the brush off on this. And then I wonder when I find these in the drawer, how did I do that? I can go back and watch my videos. Wait. Let's paint a little bit more gray on this one. Yeah. Woo. Look at that. A little thing there. There's stamp prints on the back. This one got pretty gray from the last coat of paint, so let's just go with it. And there it is. That used up the paint. Got a lot of grays. A mix-a-thon.